Putting God first can be difficult. What can we learn from Cain, who refused to put God first? Adam and Eve had been cast out of the Garden of Eden when Cain was born. They experienced hardship together. Adam worked hard to grow sustenance from the earth, and his children certainly helped when they were old enough to start working. Cain focused on agriculture. Abel kept flocks. Both heard how God sacrificed the first animal to forgive their sins and cover their shame. Both Cain and Abel wanted to worship God. When they came of age, they both brought an offering from the best of what they had. Abel brought of the firstborn of his flock and of their fat, while Cain brought an offering of the fruit of the ground. God looked with favor on the offering Abel brought, but rejected Cain's offering. Cain became furious, not at God and not even at himself. He was furious with Abel, his brother. But Cain clearly rejected God's instruction of what an acceptable offering should have been. In humility, Cain should have arranged with his brother to have an animal sacrifice. He didn't. Perhaps he thought he would do his best, and that should have been enough. Sometimes we decide to make our own rules when it comes to our offering. This is a mistake. God is God, and we are not. The instructions on what we should do with our tithes and offerings are clear, and we must follow them. Once rejected, Cain could not bring himself to be vulnerable and talk to God, his parents, or even his brother. Without any resistance, resentment took over Cain. God tried to help, but Cain also rejected God. Sin took over his heart, and he surrendered all control to his anger and violence. Cain would go down in history as the first murderer. Cain refused to put God first. The consequences were terrible for him and the people around him. God's love compels us to put His kingdom first, while Cain's example is a warning for us today. But we don't have to be like Cain.